Starting with core, interlace the hands behind the neck and head, elbows up towards the roof, shins parallel to the floor, flex the toes, take an inhale, lift head and shoulders up off the floor. And then we're going to exhale both elbows to the left knee, but we're going to get the elbows to touch the knee and then straighten the left leg almost fully onto the floor, so it's just lifted off. So get the elbows pushing into that knee. And then exhale other side. So we're keeping the elbows to the middle rather than crossing over, but we're pushing the elbows into the knee and the knee into the elbow, rising those shoulders off the floor. Point through the feet. Breath in, swap. So for people, if you do have issues with your neck, you can just come down and do the normal twist if that is too much for you. We're taking longer holds and breaths. Swap sides. Exhale, elbows push into the knee and the knee pushes into the elbow, and this pushes the lower back into the floor and makes the core work way harder. Keep that left foot flat towards the floor. Don't have it so high up. Ross, lower it down a little. Yeah, it's going to push the lower back into the floor. Swap sides. Push the elbows into the knee. Right leg almost on the floor. Now that is so we're pushing that lower back on the floor so it doesn't rise up. One more each side. Swap. Exhale. Push them into each other. Hold that head, but don't pull the head so much that there's pain. Other side. Last one. So we're lifting with our core. We're not pulling our head up with our hands, okay? Shoulders are off the floor because the core is working, not because we're crunching our head up. Come back to center, straighten the legs. Windscreen wipe from side to side. So when we do our crunches, we're not pulling our head forward. Our core is lifting us up so our shoulders come off the floor. The hands are just to hold the head. Little rock forward and back. Come back to the floor, feet on the floor, tickle the backs of your heels, and we'll come into a bridge. Interlace fingers behind the back, push into the floor, roll the shoulders open. Option for one-legged bridge. Push through the left heel, raise that right knee in towards the chest. Option to stay here or extend the legs straight. Another option, because you know I love options. We're going to just do little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7. That floating heel is going straight towards the roof, really strong, and hold. Last pulse, we hold up, bend the knee, drop the leg. Option to stay up if you're working on strength or to come down. Then get ready through the left leg. Bring the left knee into the chest, raise it up, flex the toe. Option to keep that knee bent or to straighten the leg. Option pulses. 3, 2, 1. Hold up on the last one. Then bend the knee, lower down, lower upper back, middle back, and lower back to floor. Turning down the music. And then from here, we're going to do our last version of crunches. Same thing, we interlace the hands behind neck and head. We're going to bring our elbows to our knees, but both of our knees at the same time. So we're using our core to raise our shoulders rather than just yanking our head up. So if you removed your hands, you would stay here. It's just supporting the neck. And then from here, you're going to straighten that right leg out to 70 degrees, but keep everything else the same. Elbows are coming up to the center, not to the side. Then swap legs. Keep them in contact. Other side. Elbows and knees are pushing together. Swap. We have another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping neck and head. Should be feeling a little bit in the core there. Folding, going forward and back. If the rocks don't feel good, you don't have to do them. Just come back into a plank in any way that feels nice for you. And if you're in your planks, you can also choose different options, coming onto your elbows, coming onto your knees, hands. If you're super strong, you're going to play with raising one leg or the other leg. And then we come into our chaturanga. So lower the knee for the first one's always good. Bring the chest forward, elbows suck in beside the body, slowly lower down. Exhale. Breath in, upward facing dog, roll shoulders back, push the lower upper feet into the floor. Tuck toes, push back, downward facing dog.